Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are back in the Cyclist tactics with Altdorf Postal Services and their journey to tour domination. As you can see here, we have come quite far and so far had some serious successes. There are a few more things to do on this list though. It is more than half empty. Anyway, we're getting right back into it with what? That is right. The lowest ranked tour that we have no podium in so far. And that is the Hills and Valley Tour. And as we can see from its profile, it is very technical. It's extremely technical. And that means Jan Schmidt does have a minor fitness peak. We do have Julian Krüger as well with a fitness peak. A minor one. And Gerd Seidel on a major one. So I mean, and he has one downhill too, which means that he does have one in technical. Jan Schmidt has just one in technical because he's level 4. I hope he does get his level up in this one though. We have a very strong team to take to it, and let's see how it goes. We need to watch ourselves because we need to win this one this time around. If we do, the Basara sprints are going to be the deciding factor for if we, well, I guess we can't allow ourselves to advance to pro yet, because we don't know if we're going to win the Basara sprints. Otherwise, that would be our only tour that we have not completed. That's unacceptable. Time to scout Hetvesian riders, it looks like. Okay. Wow, we're so close to several level ups. And by the way, this is on the latest patch, the 1.4.9, which has all the changes to Slipstream as well as various other bug fixes. One of them is that Team XP is now distributed correctly. It wasn't before. Like, that was actually a very big bug that only got noticed by very few people. But this should in general make it way better for the team. More fair, that is. The XP distribution sharing after one of your team members wins, that is now working correctly. Independent of which rider it is. Because before it was so that if your rider, like your personal rider wins, then it worked. But not if the others do. Enrico Chevaldori Racing is 22nd rank. What? Doriano Velotour is only 36th, so they are in here. They are potentially really scary. We are team rank 6. Lannon Sports Academy at 15. Okay, they are potentially a bit of a hazard. But now, let's jump into the tour. After scouting a bit, I wanted to check what riders do we want to shortlist this time around. Maybe... what do we want here? Probably some kind of tour rider. Hetvesian mountain specialists. Let's see. Oh! Oh! What? That's not a tour rider. What the hell is this? Very close to a level up, but level 8 gives 1 point in specialization, not in attributes. And this stat is very far away from being acceptable. So let's check out what other talent we can choose. These are all the riders that popped off from the other teams and got left out. There should be a few good ones in here. We do have Christian Gross. We know that guy. 710. Not bad. He's a good climber. Has some speed, has recovery. Almost has a level up. He would be a good catch. Louis Paul. Wow. 812. Downhill sprinter. That's cool. So level 8, 88, 8, 21, 5. These stats, that's a funny combination, a downhill and sprint. I mean, unbeatable through technical and downhill sectors, and with a little bit of a punch towards the end too. Great recovery. Yeah, I quite like him too, but he is going to get expensive. I think I'm going with Christian Gross instead. Also, he's really close to another level up, so we might make him into a pure mountain specialist. And with that, finally, we can go into the Steinway Classic. Is it a difficult one this time around? Yeah, there's a lot of cobble there. Lots and lots of cobble. Alexei Orlov. Level 9. 94. Wow. Major fitness peak there. Yeah, no wonder he's one of the favorites, or the favorite. This one even better. Igor, I would say, is even better for this one. And Sean Watson takes it. He does have a knack for these, despite not having cobble. Oh, wow. What a nasty stage that is. Free country challenge. Look at that. That's a lot of climbing for it being a hilly stage. Alright, what I should mention as well is that there were in the patch there were significant changes to the ITTs and TTTs regarding their length. And that change will not filter through until a new season is generated. So we are going to keep the old length TTTs and ITTs and prologues in there until we get to our next season, or until you start a new game. Oh my god. Do you see that? What, me? Okay, no, but 102 energy, 9 attack per turn, 9 energy per turn, 7 attack per turn, 24. That's a lot of resources. No recovery on him, basically, just 1. And he has -1 in tech. I think the -1 in tech will completely grind him down. Just look at this. There's tech everywhere. On the final one there isn't, but what are his other stats? He doesn't have any hill. He does have downhill. Huh. Yeah, this will be tough. As soon as this guy gets to a sprint, he's going to crush everything. Billy King I'm not too worried about. He's a flat specialist, but this tour isn't that flat. And Frank Washington is here too. Ah, you see his new stats there. Just a minor tweak to the downhill specialization. Is another +1 to tech at level 3. So he has 3 tech and 3 downhill. This very much looks like it's only a few riders that we need to pay attention to, and we have to mark them nice and early so that we know what's going on. I think our chances of winning here are quite good because there's so few competitors to focus on. This guy especially. As I'm going through this big list, I really see this as only 3 competitors. And they have a significant weakness, each one of them. So this very much should be doable. We have a mountain to contend with first up. None of these climbs are particularly hard. There are flatter sections in them, and this one can be jumped. We also need to decide what kind of roles each rider has. So, I think the clear one is Samuel Gross. He is our general helper. Then we have Gerhard Seidel, who is our favorite, together with Julian Krüger, because they both are quite powerful. Julian does have a bit of a problem there with too low energy, but all these stages are reasonably short. And I think Jan Schmidt is the one who's going to go for the red jersey. Yeah, this one will be a little tough to grab, but let's go for it anyway. Jan Schmidt can recover nicely. So that's the move. And then just across, we can land on the same node with the peloton in that case, because, well, we have spent less time to get across the line than peloton if we make the same move. Just barely. And there's the 193. Let's see if the others are going crazy here or not. And jump across it more. Nope. Nope. Oh, what? You bastards. Absolute bastards. Do we still get it because we catch up there? Oh, yeah, it might. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, yeah. It extends our move by 1. Which makes it so that we are still ahead of him. That's cool. This first climb was ridden like it's the last. Holy. And here we should be seeing the new effect of the slipstream. You see this sector, flat 0, now has a +1 and a maximum of 9 instead of 7. So with this move, should be getting really good slipstream 4, despite it being just a 14 move. Cheeky bastards wanted to move 1 short, can't allow that. That is because the main leaders here are having a flat rating. That's our main competitor, and they don't have mountains, so they want to include a flat node in everything, so that we don't get the pure mountain bonuses. But no. That's why you have a rider in the relay. Yeah, that's a nice attack opportunity for Jan Schmidt to grab the points, it looks like, if everyone is following. And is that the case? You never know with these guys, but they're low on attack points, so should be okay. Ah, you bastards. Should be okay. Not. So Jan Schmidt can't even attack from there. Ah, man. Yep, alright, let's follow. Okay, well, they do want to mess with things. It's fine. I think that means that Jan can attack to a decent place. That will be... Ah, he does have people behind him. That should be fine. Let's attack to there. That should give him the points. Others are following, and they didn't outsprint him. Okay. Oh, there's... Ooh! We lured some favorites to attack that. Frank is going. Interesting. And now I have the benefit of still having my riders in P2. Despite, well, we are riding through technical, so they don't really benefit from that. Do I want to pull them forward? Nah, there's so much flat coming up. I made a short move with Jan, who was up front. He was leading that pack and just got to the end of the downhill, and the peloton rejoins. I'm just noticing that in this version there's a little bug here with the peloton not actually depleting its resources. Could call that a big bug. I think we're going to fix that today. Big move. It's a 20 move, and we are getting 3 recovery from it. It's the power of Julian Krüger and his downhill stat. And the new slipstream. It's, no, there's a, wow. Okay. There's a rough technical section in there, and despite that, he does get 3 recovery. This looks like it could almost be the final move. Starting from an 8? Probably not, but it's getting very close. I think this is worth counting, though, because otherwise we could be shafted if we don't reposition now. This would be a plus 17. Let's see if anyone has a plus 17 in him. The only thing I saw here was basically a plus 14. So definitely not going to reach, but going to reach the final quicker card. So this position is pretty much perfect. Yeah, and that is exactly what is happening. The front group is going off. And ooh, someone is being left behind. Look who it is. It's our main competitor. So pretty big move to this one. Easy to follow. And peloton can't follow. So that's looking good. Gerhard can follow without using max attack. And with Julian, we could follow pretty easily. These guys are all empty. Look at them. They're on the struggle bus. Let's see. We do have max attack left over here. Frank is also having another max attack in him. And with Julian, we can go behind Frank. So we should be safe here. Yes, I think that's the setup. Alright, let's go with it and see what happens. They are getting nowhere. Okay, we're making good time on everyone today. Let's make it count. Big time. It wasn't that big. But we are getting back lots of resources, so let's go all out. And across the line comes Jan Schmidt and and Mr. Gross. Samuel Gross. He did recover most of the energy he had lost, so that's all right. And this is looking promising so far. 2 leaders and yellow as well as red pretty much dominated, but there are 2 pretty tough stages to follow. This one is looking very interesting. Not a hard stage, it's going to be a quick stage, very technical. Yeah, and finishing sprint, but is that completely jumpable? Like from down here into the finish? Probably not. Now let's make use of this patch's new feature. Checking out AI teams. All of them. And recovery ratings and stuff. So our team is looking really damn good. No strain on recovery whatsoever. Then we go forward and see that, ooh, wow, they have suffered a bit. Not the best riders in here, mind you, but Lannan Sports Academy basically out from what I can see. Like, look at their attack scores here. That's bad. Energy, not so much a problem. So they're full energy but limited attack. And if we go to Enrico Chivaldori Racing, Jeremy here is looking quite strong, but it doesn't... Well, cobble and tech and downhill gives him at least some stats that are useful on this stage specifically. Also pretty empty, but where is... right. There he goes. There he goes. Full recovery for that guy. And Billy King too. Plenty of stuff that can break them there though, especially the final climb. Jan Schmidt has his rest day today. No mountain points to grab. One of the situations where the new slipstream definitely pays off. Look at that. That's a massive move. A 23 move across easy terrain. And we do get 9 maximum slipstream instead of 7. Massive moves here in the downhill. But look at this! Even through a technical section, do we get massive amounts of slipstream still. Well, because it was such a big move, that is. So, here we go, follow along into the Valley of Technical. Well, I'm very happy that I'm back in the peloton there. Look at these moves. Holy shit. Now these guys are just taking the piss. I mean, look at that. They're racing this like a crit. And it's slowly starting to grind even on me back there. But these guys must be pretty empty by now. Oh yes, they are. They are quite empty by now. Frank Washington is still doing pretty well because of his massive tech. And let's see how the others are faring. Billy King, not really a threat because of the uphill finish. And Hussein, I don't know. He's always strong. I'm going to stay up there in the peloton for one more turn. In the back of the peloton. Because my little Samuel Großreiter is still having 2 turns in him. So does that mean that I need to ride now? Nah, one more turn I can be in there. Oh, and now indeed it is on Samuel to make sure that we are riding along. No, alright. Sign that off, and now we definitely need to start moving forward. Not with Jan, he has rest day. Okay, that move doesn't cut it. The others will escape at that point. So we need to make a big move with Samuel. That is basically locking every good move the others would have in an attack, which are these nodes here. Or would they be that good? I don't know. Let's see. That allows us to move forward without using attack points. And this too. Yeah, I think I'm going with this one. And is that blocking enough stuff? He has a +2 in flat, and this is flat, so... But technical. And he has -1 in technical. Still, though, overall, that should be good. Gets a -1. Just, I need to make sure to block it off. All of it. Like there. Maybe it's time for a max move. Just to be really damn sure. And that was the right choice. No one attacks. And we can easily follow along. Jan, do you actually want to follow along? You have a mountain jersey to grab tomorrow. And Samuel falls back. There's... Oh, the peloton is completely without relay now. It will disintegrate. And here comes the crew. Samuel needs to recover a little bit at least. So let's move him to here. Make another move to... Oh, this is technical again. Everyone is going there. Is that fine? I think I agree. Okay, the counting is starting. Let's see. Whom do we have here? Frank has to lead out the bunch. Alright, I appreciate that. Hopefully burns him out. How far is this away? Ooh, this is a +13. It's quite at the limit. That means Frank can just about get there, because he has exactly a +13. Daniele Bruno can get there as well. We can get there easily. We do have a +14 with Julian. Then Billy King. We can only follow if he gets slipstream for that move. Because that's not enough. He has a +12. Gerhard can easily follow. That's a +14. What about the other riders here? Can he follow? Yes. Yes, he can. Okay. And he's in a perfect position to outsprint us later on. So let's reorder to behind him so that we can choose later on. And almost everyone goes there. Francisco has no chance to follow. So he doesn't. And here we have an easy follow right there. And another easy follow right there. Oh, this would be funny. So, this bastard has organized himself behind us again. So he thinks we are the best wheel. The slipstream in this will be massive. I think I do have a bit of a tricky approach here. This is probably not good enough. What if we move one of our riders into the relay and block the hell out of all the other movement? Because then everyone can simply follow and we can position ourselves perfectly for that sprint. Well, in theory. I think that's what I'm going to do. Gerhard, are you ready for a little win there? Or should we gift that to Julian? He does have a -1 in sprint, so he's not as strong as Gerhard in the sprint. So let's go and do relay work with Julian. And then we have Billy King here as someone who can sprint and has 6 points to spend on the next turn for sprinting. Then we have 3, 1, that's not enough. 7, that's a lot. That is a lot. And then, of course, him over here with also 7. So the momentum that we have to overcome will be... Let's see, this is 2 momentum. Then he can add another 2 momentum, I believe that is, because he has to jump over and move across the first as well. So 2, 2, that's 4. And then he can't jump those. We need to be in front of him. Alright, let's try this. On the wheel of Billy King. Let's see if that math worked out. Hopefully. Come on. Sprint master. So we're going all out, and that blocks everyone from going any further. Not that they could, but that's it. So there we have the yellow jersey. Everyone can follow along for only energy. And now, that was exactly the math that I was looking for. 2, 2, and 1, right? So we go there, And what? And we're in the front. So, that's good. I thought it would be one more somehow. But no, it isn't. And now he can't follow, so he adds another one there. Or jumps to here in between. And then he can only follow, but not sprint, so he adds another point, and then it's blocked off. Right? No one can follow there. Yep, that's a win for Gerhard Seidel. Isn't it beautiful? And we're still leading in the yellow, so this is looking very solid so far. Very controlled, deliberate, and solid. Okay, this one will be good. I think that's a stage for Jan to grab the mountain jersey, finalize it. That's the second category climb, it looks like. Yeah, probably. Third category there, and then sprint finish after a little hill again. So none of the flat riding specialists can really get away from me there. But let's again have a quick look at the other teams. London Sports Academy, yeah, looking a little better after this one. And then we have Doriana Velo Tours. They're, yeah, still pretty much maxed out. And they are starting out with a big move up the mountain. It's a long one. Yep, second category climb, 5 points to grab. No good attack opportunity here for Jan. These suck, so I'm not going to do the move just yet. That is looking much more like it. Yes, please. So I'm getting away, just using one attack point there. Easy. Ooh, now they're almost catching up. Let me check something. If we get maximum points here, then there are only 3 points remaining overall. And that means that Jan, if he grabs this, doesn't have to go for the next one. Because he's then guaranteed the jersey. So we're going to do a max attack across the hill. What? What is that move? Holy! Okay, you're completely dead after this? What? Why? The peloton is following that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a two-turner across the crest. That's brutal. That's a 28 move. Wow. And an easy across, well, not for the peloton. Easy across the crest for our riders. And Samuel Gross is grabbing the points away from anyone who tries to not catch Jan Schmidt, because they can't. And there we go. What? Who's... Ah, someone who was the favorite there, but not really. Okay, fine. This peloton is a little smaller than it was before. And Francisco here is wasted already. He couldn't follow that move. No attack points left. I think I have to grab Jan, bring him forward to lead through the flat, because none of these competitors here, I mean, these are all the riders that are there. Our team, plus 4 riders. So we have him, Frank, Daniele, and Oleg. And that's it. And Oleg is wasted. Daniele too. And Frank is wasted as well. It's just Hussein here, who is not wasted. That's an interesting constellation. Oh, I know what I do. Ride him into the middle of those beautiful heavy tech sectors, because we know how much Hussein loves them. Although Frank actually appreciates that. And one last recovery move. Here we go. Nice through the tech sector. Everyone is trying to reorder behind us. The question is, can we reach the foot of the hill? I think the answer is no. So maybe we should play it as a 2-move thing, but there are a lot of guys back here who are waiting. Well, they can't really compete because we have the peloton with us. So even if they catch up, they will be in P3. Samuel is wasted. He has done his job. And Frank is empty. So only him. He has a plus 14 in movement. That's hefty. again fighting for position. Let's reorder behind all the right people, and that is him. And no, that is not reachable. So how do we play this? As a slow move? Yeah, let's play it as a slow move. Something like this, maybe? Okay. No one was tempted to attack here. And that means that we could do one nasty little thing. And that is with Julian Krüger. We could decide to win the tour for him. Should we? Or is it Gerhard's tour? That was a perfect setup for him, really. Look at that. So we have reordered behind everyone. We were in the lead, made a short move. And then this, look at this beauty, can reach the top, while the others can't. So of course we're going to go there. While Gerhard closely hugs the wheel of the only one that matters in this little group. Domination! That is what it looks like, tactically and resource-wise. Oh no, he's going! Look at him! He's like, no! My jersey! Oh, poor you, poor you! Do you feel outplayed yet? And of course, that also means that Gerhard needs to be going with them. And that was a max move by him. So he doesn't have much left in him. Across the line comes Julian Krüger. Oh, he made it. Wow. Impressive. Okay, there we go. Can't have that, mate. Fuck off. All right. It is a beautiful, clean sweep. This one is off our list. Yes, look at that. We have first, second, and third place in the mountain jersey. And Gerhard does take from Hussein the green jersey as well. Nice. Julian wins with half a turn advantage on Gerhard, and young rider, there is no young rider. So, there we go. Absolutely crushed. Perfect. And with these XP ratings going into the race, we sure do hope to see some nice payout in terms of level ups. Ooh, gotta watch ourselves. We're very high up in the ratings here, in the overall standings. 921 points already. Who's got the level ups? We have two, Jan Schmidt and Gerhard Seidel. Level 6 for Gerhard. What do we want to do here? Give him some more energy up to 85? Or point in recovery? I think for now it's going to be the energy. Jan Schmidt. Oh, right. Can make you into more of a downhill rider. Let's see what we have here. This gives another 2 points in energy as well. Time trial has been nerfed ever so slightly for the first level, only giving 3 points instead of 4. So it's still a very good choice to make him an arrow expert, but it's not quite as powerful anymore. And he only has 5 attack there, so it's not absolutely necessary. Things to consider here is that Julian Krüger basically is like Jan Schmidt, but further along and with less energy. If you look at this, Jan is slightly better spec'd for this, I would say. Having more energy there is better than having slightly more attack, although for time trial stages, he is slightly faster, has more recovery as well. But this statting, probably better. The Southern Alps Tour does have a time trial where Jan Schmidt would be participating, but it doesn't have downhill time trial, so it doesn't matter there. Flat or downhill, where the TT spec would really matter. And in the Harvest Tour, where he has his major fitness peak, well, there the TT would matter. But certainly also the downhill, looking at this brutal course. Like, these two stages are like classics, basically. Okay, we're going to make Jan into a pure downhill rider then. Does need more downhill and more recovery. And with that, I think we have done really well today. Another one off the list, and now it is only the Bizarro sprints that remain in the amateur category. Everything else could be done from pro. Yeah, first we need to get there. Let's see where we are standing right now for... Oh, I see. That's potentially not so good. We would be very much promoted at the moment. That's not my intent. But those are problems that hopefully this hole in our calendar will solve nicely. Well, unless we win the Hinterlands Tour as well, somehow. But this is going to be way too hard. Tilako Marana is here. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.